Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, I've realized that every time I've gone live, my lives aren't working. You're only getting like 12 seconds or 8 seconds of the live. And I have to say, I'm pretty bummed. Pretty bummed. So, with that said, I'm just going to talk about some things. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment on the bottom of these videos. Let me just make it a little cooler. It's kind of hot on the East Coast. A lot of people have asked me, what part of the East Coast you're in? I'm in a Commonwealth. I'll tell you that much. And it's not one of the really cool Commonwealth either. It's the Commonwealth where nobody knows how to drive and everything is just about corrupt. But there are some good people in the system. There are some good people. We're going to talk about people. I know, right? We're going to gossip about people in a one big old category. No, we're not. No. There's different multitudes of people. Trust and believe. There's different multitudes of people. The best kind of people are those that know all too well what it's like to do without, to struggle, to suffer. I just got a notification. And they don't wish that on anybody else. Those are the people, like for instance, another notification. Like for instance, let's talk about somebody famous that we know all too well that, rest his soul, he suffered greatly, a great deal. And he was right. He was spot on when he said, some of the best comedians are those that don't laugh when they're alone. They don't laugh. They're sad. And to truth be told, they're miserable. A lot of great actors and actresses, comedians, artists, the ones that project the most beautiful of music and the most beautiful of pieces of art, and some of the best comedians that are the most funniest are usually the ones and the most nicest people the most kindest people are the ones that, well, they've done without, and they struggled, and they've hurt. They know what it's like to be alone and not to have someone there to make them laugh. Or someone who's having the most ugliest of times, they see a piece of art, and they know what it's like not to see anything beautiful in their life. And you gotta give kudos to the genuine therapists and psychologists that try so hard to take what makes a person beautiful and amazing and show them what's inside. It's kind of hard to see the whole picture when you're drowning in your own pool. If you're in your own hole, how are you going to see what's up there? How are you going to see what's surrounding the hole? Sometimes you got to stoop low enough to reach in the hole, grab them by the hand, and pull them out. Some of the most funniest people you'll know are the ones that know what it's like not to laugh for a very long time. Some of the most loving people, caring people, know what it's like not to be loved, not to be cared for. We should never take those people for granted. But we're human. We have our glitches. We have our hang-ups to why we are the way we are, why we do what we do, and what our logic is. It happens. Sorry, got another notification. Till I figure out the until I figure out the the going live thing. I know some of the people that are on Facebook are like, "Where's your live? Where's your live?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure this out, play with it when I have a day off, okay? So that I can go live and stay going live while I'm on YouTube and send it to other places." So, I'll tell you a good example. Robin Williams, funny guy, real funny. He was my role model because he was diagnosed with ADHD. So was I. Tom Cruise as well. Did you know that? But did you also know that Tom Cruise has other problems like borderline personality disorder? Robin Williams had depression. So let's take Robin Williams for example. Even though he was depressed, he said that he felt at his best when he was making somebody else laugh because he himself couldn't laugh by himself. He had depression, bad. So he couldn't stand the thought of somebody else suffering like he did. As will many other people. It's called compassion. It's called empathy. That feeling. When you find out someone is struggling and they're upset, they're sad, and they're just in a rut, and they're just downright miserable. When your heart breaks for them, that you find out that they're suffering, it hurts because you feel like, what can I do? What can I do? No, you can't be feeling this way. I think this much of you. And, to put the feeling into words, that's how we respond. A lot of empathetic people are like, no, you can't be feeling this way because I love you. You're amazing, you're this, you're that, you're all these great, wonderful things. How can you feel this way? We need to fix it. Some people feel like they need to fix it. Some people, you can't face their problems for them. You can't face their own demons that they've created. There goes a saying, you can't help everybody. But what does help tremendously with people like that is just when you've done everything you could, I'm not saying walk away, I'm saying tell them, I am here for you. You are important to me. So if you need me, I am here. Call me, text me, DM me, whatever. Reach out. And also include them in things. Like if you're just sitting at home alone, you don't really want to be alone. Just be like, you want to come over and just hang out. Sometimes the best medicine is to sit beside somebody you trust and care about, and you don't even have to talk. Some of the best things are just sitting there with somebody. Just sit with somebody. You don't have to talk. A lot of my friends know that I don't really talk much when, face to face sometimes. Sometimes I have my moments where I'm just like, I just want to be around people. I don't really want to talk to them. I don't really have much to say. I just want to be around people. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know it's weird. Who said that everyone has to be normal? If we all were normal, some of your best works of art and some of the coolest music now today would not be existing. Somebody somewhere is weird out there and they're making some killer ass music or a beautiful piece of art, or they're coming up with the most greatest idea they ever thought of or anyone has ever thought of. So if we all had to be just like one another, I'm sorry, I wouldn't like anybody. But Heather, what if everyone is just like you? I would be at home, locked up, terrified. I'm kidding. I don't know what I would do, honestly. If everyone was just like me, I would just be like, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do with myself, really. We might smother each other into one big fused atom. I don't know. Because I have a smothery personality. And yet, I have a personality that pretty much ghosts people. Not intentionally, though. But, it happens. We all don't have to be normal. But bottom line is, the best thing you can do for anybody that's suffering in any type of way, see if you can help them. Talk to them. And most of all, be available to them. I'm not saying live your whole life around them. I'm saying when they finally come out of their hole, just peek out a little bit, be the first thing they see usually. Because when they come out of that hole and peek out, they're reaching out to somebody. Whoever, whatever. Sometimes we all have to struggle and suffer just a little bit so that we know the difference between a blessing and a bane. Through struggle and chaos and turmoil comes strength, growth. Sometimes you gotta tear down one wall in order to make room for something else. I'm not saying it's great and awesome. I'm saying it sucks, but we gotta deal. We gotta learn to cope. That's the problem with a lot of things and a lot of people this day and age. We have been taught to be distracted again from anything that we don't like and makes us uncomfortable. We are taught and programmed by society to run away when things get weird or difficult, or hide and distract yourself when you just can't figure your own stuff out. Well, sometimes you gotta turn the phone off or just talk to somebody. No one's gonna have the answer for you. It's a frightening thing that some things exist in the world that we have no answers and explanation for. But they're there, and their existence. So, the best thing to do is face it, grow from it, learn from it, see what you can do to change it. You don't have to beat yourself up over it if you have not figured it out. If you haven't figured yourself out, don't sweat it. There are people in their 70s plus that have not figured themselves out. They have basically made this fake little person and called it them. When truth be told, it may not very well be themselves. It's exactly what everybody else wanted them to be. Don't lie to yourself. Be yourself. That goes for all kinds of situations on being true to yourself. For instance, a lot of people that are in the LGBT community, and yes, there is another letter, but I don't know it yet. Hi, hello. Someone just drives by me in the parking lot. So the thing is, be true to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Also, maintain a moral compass between right and wrong. Well, this don't feel wrong to me, but it hurts other people. You gotta weigh out what's worth it. Pick and choose your battles. So, yeah. That's a wrap for this video. I hope it helped. I don't know what I'm going to name this video. I got an idea.